This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? The X. We keeping the foot on the what? The X. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. Listen, I actually feel sorry for Leo Santa Cruz. Because Leo Santa Cruz is a guy that, he's a class act. I can't say nothing bad about him when it comes to the way that he carries himself. He's a very professional fighter. I got to give him that in terms of his decorum. That's a lost art in boxing. So salute to him goes out for that. But the bottom line is, when he fights Gervonta Tank Davis, especially with a 1 week extension, this is one more week that Gervonta Tank Davis puts in the work. When was the last time that we've seen Gervonta Tank Davis have a six-pack with weeks out before a fight? Usually the six-pack don't show up until the fight night. I mean, the weigh-in night. Let me say it again. Usually the six-pack don't show up until the weigh-in night. Gervonta Tank Davis has a six-pack weeks out. This is disastrous for Leo Santa Cruz, man. I done told you guys, he's a punch drunkard that's suffering punch drunkardness. And he's not even 30 years old. Let me say it again. He's a punch drunkard that is suffering punch drunkardness. And he's not even 30 years old. This nonsense about you went up to 148. Higgity fucking hush. This nonsense about, oh, you know, I'm a bigger guy. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Again, go sit down somewhere and what? You know, in the finger wagging. Re-higgity fucking hush. Listen, man. This is going to be worse than the Jose Pedraza fight. This is a Gervonta Tank Davis that's focused. This is a Gervonta Tank Davis that's dedicated. And we all know a focused and a dedicated Gervonta Tank Davis is the Roy Jones Jr. meets Mike Tyson mixed with the pool counter extraordinaire of Floyd Money Mayweather, boy. What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? Hear me? Wow. When we look at Gervonta Tank Davis, that is the combination variation. This is why Hino's Sport was the standard bearer and the trendsetter of calling his ass a Mighty Mouse iteration. Roy Jones Jr. meets Mike Tyson meets pool counter extraordinaire of Floyd Money Mayweather. This guy right here, Gervonta Tank Davis, he's exciting. He's basically electrifying, dog. You know, The Rock used to have this terminology. You know, I'm the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Well, guess what? I'm sorry, Rock. Gervonta Tank Davis is the most electrifying man in all of boxing, dog. See, what people don't understand is they get caught up in Gervonta Tank Davis's talent. They don't realize Gervonta Tank Davis has skills to pay the fucking bills. Let me say it again. They get so caught up in Gervonta Tank Davis's talent, they forget that Gervonta Tank Davis has skills to pay the bills. You don't know how Gervonta Tank Davis is making people miss? It's called defense. He has great footwork. He's excellent on the back foot. He's slick as fuck. The thing with Gervonta Tank Davis, he's so electrifying. He's so entertaining. He's so talented that his skills are underrated. But his skills are just as great, if not better, than his fucking talent. Case reference, the Gamboa fight. People didn't understand that was skills in that fight. He dropped the man 3 times. And he showcased boxing pedigree for 12 rounds against a quality opponent. And don't get me started on Devin Haney because he's going to be fighting a battered Yuriorkis Gamboa. After fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, come on, man. That's fighting a Gamboa that's 10 years past his prime at that point. Let me say it again. After fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, come on. You my dude. But that's fighting a guy that's 10 years past his prime. That's how much Gervonta Tank Davis took off of him. When you fight Gervonta Tank Davis, and that wasn't even a focused and a dedicated Gervonta Tank Davis, this is going to be a classic performance. And what's sad about this is we know that Leo Santa Cruz lost his father. But Leo Santa Cruz is losing twice here, man. His ass is losing in the fucking ring. I'm sorry. I said he was going to lose 5 years off of his boxing career. He's losing 10. Because the more and more I see Gervonta Tank Davis, the more and more focused I see Gervonta Tank Davis is when it comes to his craft and what he's bringing to the table, the more and more I'm not convinced that Leo Santa Cruz is going to do anything in that ring. Leo Santa Cruz is flat-footed. Leo Santa Cruz gets hit too much and he's too fucking slow. This is a recipe for Gervonta Tank Davis to literally tank your ass in the ring. Let me say it again. Leo Santa Cruz is too flat-footed. Leo Santa Cruz is too slow. And Leo Santa Cruz gets hit way too much. Carl Frampton? Come on, man. Gervonta Tank Davis is a million times better than that motherfucker. Abner Morris? Gervonta Tank Davis is infinity times better than that motherfucker. You're fighting Tank. Don't feel yourself, dog. This is a whole nother level. Like Meek Mill say, dog, there's levels to this stuff. There's gears. A focused and a dedicated Gervonta Tank Davis, he may fuck around and almost end yourself in that damn boxing ring, dog. Because you're talking about a guy that has Mike Tyson power. That's why Mike Tyson interviewed with Gervonta Tank Davis. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. Who's the one that told you guys before everybody else? He knows the sport, bringing you that heat and that fire, and keeping the foot on the what? On the X. And keeping the foot on the what? On the X. And when you saw Gervonta Tank Davis, you saw the little iteration of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson sees it too. Because Gervonta Tank Davis has power that can tank you. And when you see his athleticism, you see an athleticism you haven't seen since Roy Jones Jr. This is what makes Gervonta Tank Davis special. You seriously think that a punch drunkard that's suffering from punch drunkardness, a flat-footed fighter, a fighter that's slow, a fighter that gets hit way too much in Leo Santa Cruz, and I don't care how professional he is outside of the ring, you think he can hang in the ring with the likes of a dedicated and a focused Gervonta Tank Davis? Come on, man. That's the things that make you say, Things that make you say, What Leo Santa Cruz is going to learn from round one when the bell goes ding, ding. When he starts throwing punches, he's going to see how Gervonta Tank Davis pull counters that shit. And he's going to see how Gervonta Tank Davis sets his ass up for the uppercut. Because I can already see how the knockout is coming, and I'm predicting that shit. It's going to be an uppercut, and then he's going to give a Mike Tyson special. You remember how Mike Tyson will uppercut you, and as your ass is going down, he'll right hook or left hook your ass? That's what's going to happen. This is how the fight is going to be determined. Uppercut is coming, and then a right or a left hook is going to follow to make sure that motherfuckers get put to sleep. This is a one-sided beatdown. I feel sorry for Leo Santa Cruz. And the more you run in your rabbit ass mouth, the more of an ass whooping you gonna get. Let me say it again. The more you run in your rabbit ass mouth, the more ass whooping you gonna get. And like Leonard Ellaby said, you wrote a check that your ass can't cash. The bottom line is this. When Leo Santa Cruz and Gervonta Tank Davis face each other, the focus and the dedicated Gervonta Tank Davis is going to have a classic vintage performance. That's going to make us say, Jose Pedraza, who? Let me say it again. It's going to make us say, Jose Pedraza, who? The bottom line is, when they fight, Tank versus Leo Santa Cruz, even Mexicans know. Hey, fool. Hey, fool. Listen, fool. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to put you to sleep, fool. That's how he's going to put you to sleep, fool. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.